Hey guys, welcome back to today's video. In today's video, I decided to show you a hairstyle that I kind of stumbled upon. I think like a week or two ago, I was just trying to figure out a type of hairstyle that will be good with my new mannequin head. I actually haven't named her yet. I should probably name her soon. But yeah, because like she has a very, I think all my mannequin heads are pretty. But all of my mannequin heads have different face shapes, and I was trying to figure out what kind of hairstyles, like half updo, updos, just like that kind of stuff. Yeah, so I knew that half updos looked really good on her because she already had like the way that her hair was placed was really good. So like the front, it can go forward. I don't know if it was placed forward or not, but I think it was placed from the center on down, which is really good for if you want like face rimming hairs or mostly that, but also just like framing the face. I feel like it frames the face so much better because sometimes mannequin heads, all the hair, they are placed all going back, which can be good if you're only doing like updos or like ponytail type situations. But that's not as flexible as if it's, placed in different directions. And, but yeah, so I really like this new mannequin head. But just because of her particular face shape, I feel like it's a little bit harder to figure out what will look good on her. And I was trying to figure out a hairstyle that, isn't a half updo because I already knew that would look good. Anyways, I just ended up doing a half updo because, I don't know, I also was like, I don't know, I kind of backed out halfway through, so I just ended up doing a half updo. So I was just like messing around, and then I remembered that I hadn't done a waterfall braid in like a long time, like probably like years type of situation. I don't know, when I first learned it, I actually loved it so much. I would like tell Andrew about it and he probably was bored to death, but I would just like tell everybody I could just like how amazing this braid is, and I still love it to this day. So that's what I decided to do. I'm calling this the invisible hairstyle because I feel like there's this fun little character about the hairstyle is that from the back you can see the braid, but from the front it just looks like you have your hair down. And I think that's kind of like I don't know, it could also be like a peekaboo effect, guys. Because like from the front of the face, it just looks like you put some curls in your hair or something, and then from the back you have this fun little braid. I'm gonna call it the invisible hairstyle just because that was the first name, and I decided just to go with the first name. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoy this, and I hope you guys try it out. And let's get started. To start off today's hairstyle, I'm just gonna prep the hair by crimping the top half. The reason I'm only crimping the top half is because that's the part where we're gonna braid, and that's the only part where we're gonna need like that texture or that volume. And I'm using the same methods I normally would do, so I just take a section down and then I take the top half and crimp it. And then once I get to the very top, I don't press the crimper as hard because you don't want to see the crimping throughout the hair when it's all done. So by pressing it less hard, you still give it that texture that you need, but it also doesn't show up as much. So if you look at this section here, I'm going to do it really carefully and just make sure I'm pressing it very lightly, and you can tell it's just barely there compared to the other crimping that I've done. And so compared to this one, you can definitely see it. And then as I get higher, I don't press it as hard. So yeah, so I just did the two sides, and then I went in the back and did the back, and then I'm just gonna curl it. Yeah, so the hair is actually already curly / wavy. Because of the crimping, it took some of the curls away. So I'm just gonna go in and do very, very basic curls on her. And only just focusing on the top half. So I'm taking pretty big chunk sections, and I wanted this to be quick and you know, easy, and also she already had curls, so I didn't need to go in like that much detail. Once I'm done curling her hair, I'm just gonna let it sit until it's cold, and then I'll just run my hand through it and put some hairspray, and then I'll show y'all what it looks like. Okay, so now that we've got the hair prepped, we're gonna start the waterfall braid. So I'm gonna grab a little section right behind the hairline because I want the face ring hair, and I'm gonna start off pretty small, and most of this braid is actually gonna be in little sections. So just grab it, you know, enough that you can split into 3 easily, but you still want it to be small. So with a waterfall braid, it's actually kind of like a French braid, but you're going to be replacing one of the strands. So just start by crossing the strands over the middle, and then on the top strand, I'm going to add hair, new hair, like you would in a French braid. And then I'm going to pick up a new section, but not adding it to the bottom strand, because that's going to replace the bottom strand. So I've just dropped the bottom strand, and then I picked up the hair from underneath it, and then from the top I'll add new hair in, and then cross it into the middle. Okay, so here I've just added a new section to my top strand, and then I'm gonna I actually already have that in the middle, so then I'm gonna bring the bottom strand over into the middle without adding new hair. And then I'm gonna pick up a new section, and that's gonna be our new bottom strand. So now I've just crossed my top strand over again and add new hair, cross the bottom strand over, and then reach from underneath to grab that new hair, and then just drop that bottom strand and then cross the top strand over. I actually do have another video on how to do a waterfall braid. So if you want like a better description of it, of like how to do it, just go to that video. But yeah, so you're just gonna repeat these steps until you reach the middle, and then I'm just gonna use the bobby pin to tie off the ends while I work on the other side, and then I'll just tie both of them together. So I'm just gonna finish doing this hairstyle, and then I'm gonna show y'all what the end result's like. So that's how you do the invisible hairstyle, or also known as just 2 waterfall braids. I really like this one. I think it's kind of fun. I like that, you know, like from that, like the fun character of like you can't see it from the front, but you can see it from the back. Before I end this video, I also wanted to just say thank you for all the comments and all the encouragement, all the questions, and just all the positivity that I get in each one of my videos. Also, I just remembered, I don't know why, but my comments like gets turned off for some reason, even though I check it several times. So if you can't comment for some reason, you can go one of my Instagram comments. Those are always on, but for some reason YouTube just kind of weird. And it keeps on turning it off, even though when I'm uploading it, I always make sure that's on, and then I even check it afterwards. But for some reason, sometimes it just turns off, and then I have to like go back and turn it back on, and then anyways, again, thank you for all the positivity and all your comments, and you know, just all your thoughts. I really appreciate them, and also it really does help me when I get feedback from you guys. But yeah, I just want to make sure that you guys are happy with these videos, and yeah, all the feedback definitely helps me to know that you guys are enjoying these. And thank you for coming back every week, and I hope you guys have a good rest of your week or day or work or whatever it is, and I'll see you next time. Bye.